Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone. Like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown. Skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, she gon' laugh or tear. Oh, it's the Shay stuff wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Kountry Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline, talking over clips like it's game time. Characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day
ride. She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown. Skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Oh, Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, and Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Kountry Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, decide how to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's Tube reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown. Skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy and blessed Saturday, you guys. It's Reaction Talk Time with Shay Kountry Wayne Skits live reaction, guys. And we got some fun little skits to see tonight. DELICIA talking to SHAYLA. SHAYLA once again talking about her man, bragging, not knowing that he wants DELICIA. Okay, and Mr. Mitchell was thinking about unaliving T Hussle. So we're gonna watch that and whatever else I decide to show within this hour. Before we start, guys, let me just ask you guys to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content tonight. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a super, oh, you changed it, huh? A super chat, super stickers, Cash App, $, Shades too, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. We definitely appreciate the real ones, and thanks to all who have donated. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you guys watch me in the replay and you see the hype button, make sure you hype it up, hype up this video. Thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer real quick. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in the description area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen. All right. So, guys, you know how I usually do this. You know, I play the video, the skit. Okay. After 2 minutes, I react. Then I finish playing, and then I come over here to the chat and we react together. If you are in the bushes and you want to react with us, you know, have some fun, come on over here to the chat and do that. All right. Otherwise, you can leave a comment after this video is over. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and remove this away from the thing. You know, we're going to get ready to get started. Hey, Nancy, thank you so much for being here. Audrey, welcome to Shade Super. Thank you for being here. Jermaine, in a place to be. Thank you for being here. Everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. I definitely appreciate all of you guys for being here. And again, happy and blessed Saturday night. Probably Sunday on the East Coast, okay? All right. And if you are at home, y'all, get y'all something to drink. If you are at work, you know, do your job and listen or watch me on the down low. All right? All right. So we are getting ready to get started now. So the first skit we are going to see, you guys, will be the one with DELICIA. and SHAYLA. Okay. And of course, like always, SHAYLA is bragging about the man that she may not have for too long. I don't know how long she's going to have him. I don't know when Iman is going to tell her it's not working out. I just don't know, you guys. I mean, he may just string her along. Who knows? That would be good if he did, though, so she can get that karma, right? And then one day, DELICIA gives in to him, and they end up doing something. And SHAYLA, after they do this a bunch of times, then SHAYLA walk in and catch him one day. That would be a good karma for her, wouldn't it? It definitely will be. Y'all make sure y'all thumbs up when y'all come in. All right. You said you sick of SHAYLA. I know that's right, because she's annoying. Shit. This is Team SHAYLA over here, but no, Team Amber over here, but we do, let some of these Team SHAYLA people, you can come over here too, okay? Because, it is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and show the first skit, guys. I hope TikTok is working correctly, because I was trying to get the video up a few minutes ago. I don't know what's wrong with TikTok or either this crazy computer. Okay, let me go see real quick. All right, let me make sure I got that music off in the background. Hold on, y'all. Let me check it. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this. Present, share screen. Let's see over here. Hey, Queen W. Thank you so much for being here. And happy and blessed Saturday to you, Saturday night. Y'all make sure y'all check out my other videos, my pre-recorded videos. I did, trying to think. So I did do a pre-recorded video with Bethany, on Bethany and Duchess. I'll show that video, that skit, and then I'll go in depth right here on this live regarding that skit and what they were talking about. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this, and I hope that this, like I said, is not still acting. Let me just type it in here, because I don't know what be going on with that other girl stuff. So this skit that I'm looking for, I got to get the title of it. That's why I tell y'all to get y'all something to drink, because you're gonna need it over here now. Because man, I'll be just walking in the door, and man, I'll be trying to do all this shit at one time. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a hot ass mess. I don't even know where I even saved the damn video, because I be doing shit when I'm driving and shit. Like when you stop at a light, I be doing shit when I'm stopping at lights and stuff. And you know how that go. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the damn name of the thing. I was trying to be good tonight. Okay, let me see. Hold on. So the name of that skit is when DELICIA tells SHAYLA she may want to fall back or whatever. She may want to not be so much into this dude. Okay, let me go to Kountry Wayne to get the actual damn title, because my ass will never have the actual titles. Let me just do this real quick and get this. Okay, so that's me right there. Hold on. Let's go to Kountry Wayne and get the actual title, you guys. The shades to be put in title she done made up, and then it don't show. When DELICIA tells SHAYLA she might not need to put her all into Iman. Girl, you need to go ahead and tell this girl what this man did. Okay, she doesn't, because we want SHAYLA to get her karma and catch them together. Because see, DELICIA claims she does not want Iman, but all that letting him hold her hand for that long, earlier today is a little bit tripped out. Okay, I think if he grabbed her hand, she should have pulled her hand back real quick and told him, no, this ain't happening, and then just walked off. But she didn't do that. Okay, she did what some people do. Like when you be walking and a dude trying to talk to you, and he grab your hand, and you may like him, but you ain't trying to be like act like it. That's how she did. All right, so I believe that in time she's gonna get with this dude, and you see how he was sitting there eating. He wasn't even tripping out about it. So we know that she probably she may end up doing something. Now let's go ahead and check this out.
Yeah, it's on this side. I'm holding it. Is there one on that side? There might be one over here. I promise my baby hasn't even
been in this in years, it seems, even though he's only one. I'm over this.
That's more reason to get it up out of here.
Okay, honestly, let a man do this for real. This is too hard for us.
It doesn't look like it would be that hard, but okay.
I'm over it. Let Iman get to it, y'all. He does all the heavy lifting in my life, it feels like. So just we'll do the clothes, the easy stuff.
Yeah, I gotta get ready to pack for Miami tomorrow, but I'm packed out already.
What are you trying to say? You done helping?
Basically, and you're on your own, sweetie.
That's what's up.
Tapping out.
You're gonna be here. Oh, you're gonna be here.
You thought wrong.
Wow. Wow, Delicia.
I'll be right back. I'm
You
only here for a
serious?
day.
Well, I'll be here packing my life away. I'm so ready to get into this new house. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
We'll have more room to just be, you know?
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you for all that you've done so far.
Anytime.
Couldn't do it without you.
I know you can't.
Yeah. Let me see where Iman is. Gotta keep tabs on him, child.
I don't know. I think that you probably should fall back a little bit from Iman.
What you mean?
It just seems like you're wrapping yourself all up in him way too much. I don't know. I just feel like you just need to fall back a little bit.
Delicia, aren't you the one that told me that's the type of man I need to be with? We're good for each other, blah, blah, blah. Like, fall back from him is crazy.
I mean, I think that you're good for him. Yeah. You're good for him. But I just think that you're just putting too much into this retired NBA player. You know how they are.
Retired NBA player, what does that mean?
It means exactly what I said. You need to fall back.
Well, I think I'm just loving the love that loves me. I feel like the world sees me as a bad person based upon like some poor decisions that I've made.
Well, girl, you are basically a bad person. And it's just the truth, Shayla. Damn. I mean, you sit up here, you seduced the dude when he was intoxicated. You basically manipulated him into having a relationship. Then you got yourself pregnant by a married man. Then you got the nerve to expect this man to buy you a house like he was married to you. And you kicked it, you threatened it. I can't even remember if she kicked him. I know she threw a shoe. She threatened to kick him. She said she would spit in his face. She said he was no good. He was like his dad. And she did the most. Not to mention she talked about his wife and everything else. So, yes, that makes her a bad person. She betrayed her best friend, Amber. Okay? So, yes, that makes her a bad person, a disgusting person. Okay?
In my past, but Iman is really that person that sees the good in me. Like, he lights up my life, Delicia. Like, I cannot explain really the joy that he brings to me. We have so much fun together. And I don't know, I feel like I have the softest life with him. So
I just feel like you just bring up Iman way too much.
I mean, maybe I'm just feeling the love and the joy. When did you just start having negative views on men so much, Delicia? It's always like,
I'm just
they're all liars.
They are.
I mean, more than just men. Women are liars too.
I don't know. I just want the best for you.
I know you do. If you wanted the best for me, then you would help me pack tonight.
Well, that has nothing to do with my love for you, but I'm not here.
Nah, that's the kind of love that I want. I want the other kind of love.
Get somebody else to do it.
No, come help me do this side closet.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on this side. I'm holding it. Is there one on that side?
There might be one over here. I promise my baby hasn't even been in this in years, it seems, even though he's
I don't like it. I like it because it looks chic. But anyway, some people said that Delicia should tell her. But at first I said the same thing, but then I changed my mind. I changed my mind because, again, if Delicia tells her right now, she'll get some karma, but she won't get the karma that we want her to get. What we want Delicia to do is keep it a secret, just like she's doing. And then eventually give in to Iman, right? and they go ahead and carry on a relationship and things like that. Then one day, Shayla started getting suspicious. Then one day she catches them. Okay, they should do this all within the next 2 weeks, and that way she will have her karma, because she's going to be so heartbroken, so in pain, so hurt, and she's going to really get a chance to experience what Amber, experienced when Amber walked in and caught this nasty girl right here in bed with her husband. So that's what we want. We don't want DELICIA to say anything. Okay, she just warned the girl. The girl is very slow. If my friend told me something like that, I'd be like, why you say that? What's up? Do you know something about him that I do not know? Okay, she didn't even question that. And now let's talk about this house too, because earlier when Anthony went and saw Miss Mother, Shayla's mom, he brought up, he let us all know that house that Shayla is getting ready to move in is a rental. All right, so Iman gave her that $50,000, and when he said to pay her rent and her car note, so that's what he was talking about, to pay her rent on her new house. But she ran around talking like he bought that house for her. Okay, now granted, it is very nice that he rented a house for her. That's very nice, and then gave her $50,000 to pay the rent. The rent for the whole year. I don't know if that'll cover the rent for the whole year, because it probably does. And then the car note. So that was very nice still. But the thing is, she walked around, ran around, whatever you want to say, acting like she was a homeowner. And I thought I heard her say that in the skit. We're going to have to go back and look at that, because I thought I heard her say, I'm a homeowner now, or something like that. I'm not sure. Okay, she might have just said, I got a house. I don't know. But that's what she was acting like. It's a rental. And if it's in his name and they break up, he can probably terminate that lease. Listen, it's not a secure thing. All right. Especially with him being so wishy-washy, and he's wanting DELICIA. And I tell you what, when he was sitting on his stairs or his steps, he did not act like he was worried about DELICIA not, what DELICIA was saying. He knows that girl is going to end up giving in to him. Okay, so Shayla, she can unpack, in her new house, straighten it up, fix it up, decorate, whatever. But I bet she's not going to last in that house. I really do. Now, Doorway, thank you so much for being here. You said she did say something like that. She said, I got my own home. She was telling her mother, right. And how are you talking about your own home when you are renting? Okay, you don't own that home. But I mean, you can't make it your own and everything. If you're renting, you pay your rent, you won't never get put out. But the thing is, she did not get it. And we all would like to know, is that house, the rental contract, in her name? Because if it's not, let me say this again. If they break up and she tees him off or whatever, or he just decide he does not want to keep the house in his name no more, she's going to be moving again. She definitely is crazy. Because let me tell you something. If a man does that for you, ladies, you should have him put your name on that lease as well. Okay? Or either just put it underneath your name altogether if you can. When you usually rent a house, you have to qualify. So the thing is, she doesn't have a job or anything. So she's just messed up all the way around. But since she does get child support, $10,000 a month. Okay, it's not a court order though, because if it's a court order, they can take that. Now, some rental people will still take it, but usually they would like to see a court order. So, or something, usually a court order though. So if she had a court order, that $10,000 a month, she could still qualify for that house. Okay, because that's basically guaranteed if it's a court order. If it's not a court order, it's not guaranteed. So I don't understand how he would be able to put that in her name. So I'm thinking that the house is in his name. And that's not a good thing if he breaks up with her and decides he does not want to rent that house anymore, especially if she starts acting crazy and doing the most. So if you're going to be using your body or whatever to secure a dude, and to get things, you better make sure you do it the right way. Because if you don't, you're going to end up being homeless. She's going to be over there living with her mom. And I guarantee you, Anthony may still get her another place, but I don't know about that because Amber is going to object to that. She should have stayed in her apartment until she was able to pay for her own stuff to move. What she should have did, she should have took that money Iman gave her and rented her own place. You said, I'm wondering if Anthony got her that place. That's what somebody was saying on one of the skits earlier. What place? Anthony didn't get her that house. Iman got her that house. Iman did, not Anthony. Okay. So again, I hope DELICIA keep her mouth closed. Don't say a word. Let's just see what's going to happen and see if DELICIA is going to what she said. Now, she's going to Florida for a minute. Now, what would be tripped out is if Iman takes a trip and go to Florida and end up connecting with DELICIA there, and we get a chance to see them fool around in Florida. That would be tripped out, wouldn't it? Yeah, we will see though, and I'll definitely be watching, these people right here closely, just to see these skits closely, just to see what's going to happen. So what did you hear that at, Doreen? No, Iman got her that place. She said Iman got it, and he said he was gonna, rent her a place. That's why he gave her the $50,000 to pay the rent up for a whole year and to pay her car note. Because remember, she was worried about if he leaves or whatever. She was just worried about all that. And he said, well, so you won't have to worry about that. Here's $50,000, to pay up your rent and your car note, for a whole year. So it is what it is. All right. So now let's go to the next skit, you guys. And let me see let's see what skit I want to show now. Let me go to Kountry Wayne real quick because I forgot which ones I want to show tonight. Yeah, but Anthony didn't get that place for her. Okay. And I don't know what Anthony is up to, but he better not be up to bailing her out once she gets herself put out of that house. He needs to talk to his wife. Okay. If something happens and she gets put out of that house, whatever, he needs to talk to Amber. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure Amber is not, hey, Bronze, thank you so much for being here. I'm pretty sure Amber is not going to let Kai be homeless. But even though I don't think they would be homeless anyway, she would have to go over there and stay with her mom. And that's stupid anyway that she's doing this. She hasn't even known that dude long enough to even be giving up her apartment, moving into a house that he's paying for. That's crazy. If she had that house in her own name, it would be cool because then he wouldn't be able to throw her out. You see what I'm saying? The only thing he would stop doing is giving her money to pay it. But if she's smart, the $50,000 he gave her, she should pay her rent all the way up. And then at the same time, she should be looking for a career. Okay, so if him and her do not work out, she will have something else to fall back on because it's not guaranteed that this man and her will stay together, even if he didn't try to talk to DELICIA. This is a new relationship. Anything can change. He can change his mind or whatever. So it's not guaranteed that they stay in a relationship. She's not married to him. So she doesn't have any type of, real security. Okay. She's not married to him. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend stuff, period. Okay. So she needs to learn how to do things the right way. So if something doesn't go as, like the way they planned, she would have something to fall back on versus now. She don't have anything now. And let me say something else too. If it's ever determined that Kai is not really Anthony's, she's going to really be messed up. Because remember, this is Skitland. Anything is possible. They did it all the time on soap operas where people think that a child is theirs. They took DNA tests. It said that it was his child. And then months down the road, or even a year down the road, come to find out the child is not his and something happened. Either it was the wrong DNA test or somebody tampered with it. So the thing is, anything is possible in Skitland. Okay, anything. Now, let's go ahead and leave from this girl right here and her friend and go right to Mr. Mitchell. Okay, y'all know who that is, right? That is Sonny's, Shoni, and Elena's dad. And y'all know that Shoni got in an accident and got unalive, right? So now, and you know, Greg is taking this very, very hard. He's been crying every damn day, it seemed like. So he got in his car and he pulled up on Hussle to avenge his daughter's unaliving. So somehow, I guess he changed his mind. And decided not to. So we're going to watch that skit. First, we make sure there was not another skit before that. Yeah, he's taking that very hard. Yeah, I think that's it right there. So we're going to go ahead and watch this. I just had to make sure they didn't do a skit before this. Mm-mm.
Gee, I need to talk to you. I haven't been sleeping very well. I'm drinking a lot. My heart is hurting there. And I was blaming you. You know, throughout my entire career, whenever I've had a problem, I solved it. I'm a problem solver. That's how I've been successful my entire life. I see a problem, I address it, I attack it. I came to attack the problem tonight because I saw you as being responsible for my daughter's death. You mishandled her, T. You told me that you had all these feelings for her, then you mishandled her with her own sister. It's disrespectful. Now, I've been sitting in my car for the last hour. Looking into the eyes of my baby. And she spoke to me from the grave, letting me know that I should not do what I came here to do, because I came to peel your cap back. But thanks to her and the time that I had sitting in my car, I realized that you're not the problem. Not wholeheartedly. I don't know what you are doing with Elena or your life. But what you need to do is get it together. Because what happened to my daughter is between you and God. Only you can get that right. You live with that.
do y'all think about this skit? What do y'all think about this skit? Somebody said T Hustle does not even fit in these skits. Okay, I actually think he does. Okay, for the storyline. Okay, so it is what it is. I'm glad that Mr. Mitchell, Greg, changed his mind about unaliving this dude, because he's not even really worth it. Okay, why get yourself in trouble, get incarcerated, and things like that, over this dude? He's gonna get his too. He's gonna get his karma. Him and Elena. She ought to be ashamed of herself in the first place. One thing we don't do, we do not try to get or take our siblings, partners and things like that, or best friends, or anything like that, or friends, period. All right. So, Greg, he does not have to really worry about, trying to get this dude back, because he's going to get his. Watch, he's going to get his, period. You can't go around playing these type of games and stuff, causing someone to get hurt or in their life. You can't, because he is responsible. Because think about it. If he would have never cheated with her sister, Shawnee would have never been intoxicated and driving. All right. And something else, if he felt like he did not want Shawnee anymore, I feel like he should have just told her and let her know that it's just not working out, and let her know that he likes her sister. And I know that it would have been a trip, okay? And a lot of people don't do this, but I think if you got that energy to cheat and sneak around with your girlfriend's sister, you should keep that same type of energy and man up and be able to tell her that it's not working out between you and I. And, I'm attracted to your sister, point blank. Because even if he would have just told her that their relationship is over and didn't say anything about the sister, she still would have found out, and she still would have been like, teed up like she was. Now, granted, if he would have told her, like I just said before, the way that I just said, she still would have been mad, right? But she might not have did it, start drinking and driving and all the other stuff. That might not have happened. All right. So I don't blame Greg for being upset at T Hustle, because T Hustle claimed he wasn't going to do anything to, hurt her and things like that. So I don't blame him at all. But I do have to say this. When Shawnee found out that he was married, okay, she should have ended it in the first place, even though he said he was separated. But remember, his wife, I think his wife confronted Shawnee twice. Okay, the first time, and then the second time when Shawnee got her sister, she came over there and the wife came back and they got into a fight. That does not seem like a woman who is separated from her husband. It seems like they are still, getting together, and they're not really truly, they may be not living together, whatever, but they're not truly separated like T Hustle's trying to say. All right. So that alone would have made me stop talking to him in the first place. All right. Because I don't want a man that is still married, and pretending like he's about to leave his wife, but in reality, he really isn't. Okay? Because why stay separated forever when he could have just divorced her, especially since he claimed he doesn't want her anymore? That's crazy. So for me, it was a lot of red flags. Okay? It was some red flags there and stuff, especially with that, the wife coming up wanting to fight, and things like that. That alone would have made me stop talking to him. Okay, point blank. Because I don't want, hey, Shakia, thank you so much for being here. I wouldn't want a dude, like I just said, who is still married. Okay? And plus, shit, if you cheat on your wife, damn, you're going to cheat on me. That's the way I'm looking at it. Because I'm going to say this again. She didn't act like a woman who was getting ready to go through a divorce. Okay? And she kept on saying that, that's my husband. We're still together. So, yeah, Shoni should have let him go in the first place. I don't understand how she was attracted to him anyway. Let's keep it real. They're not even similar. It doesn't even seem like they had no real similar interests either. Okay, so so I do understand why Greg, was thinking about unaliving this dude, but I'm glad he didn't, because again, he's not worth it. He's gonna get his own karma eventually. He was gonna pull his cap back or something. So that means he's gonna shoot him, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and move on from this right here. And then we're gonna go ahead and look at this other skit, you guys. Hold on. A lot of good skits tonight. And I can't cover every single one of them. I just try to cover the ones that really stand out. It's another skit I wanted to show y'all too, where Dominique is doing the most. But I need to go back and watch the other skits so I can understand what she's doing. Okay, so I want to go all the way back, right? And go to Destiny's mom checking Bethany, okay? Because I did do a pre-recorded reaction to it, but of course, there you can't talk about it in depth like you can on this live, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. So we're going to go ahead and watch that one real quick. And you know what? They did exactly what I said. Remember when I said earlier that Bethany should talk to Duchess on one-on-one? Well, she did just that. And I actually think that Bethany did a good job. She didn't scream. She didn't start acting stupid. She didn't start acting racist or whatever. She did a good job. However, once this plays, I want to tell you what I think she should have offered. Okay? So let's go ahead and watch this.
It's a lot, man. It's just hard. Look where I'm at. Yeah. No. I mean, I know you got a lot going on with your family and, life and stuff, but have you tried maybe moving, trying to get out, You think I want to be here? I mean, no, but I mean, there's other places you could go. I live off assistance. What do you mean assistance? This is where they put us. This is where they want to keep us down there, Bethany. Who's they? What do you mean they? White people. Yo people. My people? Yeah, yo people. Not me. It ain't just you, but you know what I'm saying. It's yo people. This is where I'm at. Look across the street. It been abandoned for 20 years. They ain't did nothing. This is what I got to look at every single day. I mean, I know there's other apartments and other programs and stuff out there. It ain't that easy. I know you think it's just easy. I can just get a good job and just fly away and move. And it ain't that easy. You can't just pick up and move. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm trying to figure out what could happen and help and all of that. But I mean, there's got to be something that you can do. I mean, you got food.
But yeah, she just went in. Okay, so I got a lot to say here, okay? Let me stop this right here. This girl is scared. Wait, look how she looking around. Hold on. The thing is this right here, okay? She knows how to be respectful and stuff, okay? She definitely does. Let me read y'all comments first over here. He sure did. Greg said he was going to pull his cap back, right? Destiny mom had had no reason checking Bethany because Bethany is in that situation. I agree. If Shayla, Alice, thank you so much for being here. If Shayla was a wise woman, she'll get a job and take care of herself and stop depending on a man to sponsor her. Your looks back and these can only last so long. The thing about it, Alice, we'll talk about this real quick first. You know, even if your looks last until you're in the grade, and your back lasts until you're in the grade. In order to maintain a healthy relationship, okay, you got to offer something more than just your looks, sex, and whatever else you do to your partner, okay? You need to do a lot of other things. This is why she can't keep a man, because all she got is her looks. All she has is her SCX. That's it. Nothing more. That's why when she gets with a dude, they do not stay. If she would have never cheated on Arby, okay, and none of this stuff happened, I guarantee you that relationship with Arby wouldn't have lasted. Okay, because she's too lazy. She does not go out and get things for herself. She sits there and wait on a dude to do it. And she thinks her looks and her body and her tuning it up is going to keep this man. And it's not. Okay? It may keep him for a minute, but in the long run, it's not, because any woman can do what she does. As long as you look halfway decent, and in some cases, you don't even have to look like that. Long as you got a kitty, trust me, you can do just what she's doing. It doesn't take much. You know what I'm saying? It just really doesn't. What takes a lot is if you can secure a man and keep him, because you're using your brains along with your looks and everything else, and you know how to treat him. You know how to, if you guys are married, you know how to let him lead if he's leading in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Just do the things that you should do to maintain a healthy relationship if you're doing all of that. And Shayla's a dodo bird, okay? She is a dodo bird. And this is why she lets her looks, her back, her knees, and all that, help her out instead of using her mind in having things for herself and showing, her man that she can take care of herself. She can hold it down in case something happens to him. And she's basically independent, okay? And confident and secure within her own self. Okay, you said Bethany didn't put her in that situation. Sure didn't. That's not true. You can get a nice place to stay on assistant. Shayla looks not all that. They sure aren't, okay? But I only want to talk about it. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it because it is not all that at all. All right. Getting back to this lady right here, though, I do want to do this. Bethany did a good job being calm, cool, and collective. She did better than everybody else, okay? Because it was no screaming. She didn't have to go over there and go off on Destiny or anything. And I think she actually needs to talk to Destiny. Yeah, because Destiny needs somebody calm, cool, and collective who can talk to her calm, cool, and collective and not make it look like she is, let me see, what's the word I'm looking for? Destiny needs to have someone talk to her and not blame her for everything, okay? And not put her down, okay? Instead of saying you should be in a GANG and all this other stuff, you should be asking her, why do you feel like you needed to, get into this GANG? What made you want to, do this? Talk to her somewhat like that, okay? And find out, like I said before, what's going on with her, point blank. Now, Duchess said a lot of stuff, and I just don't agree with all that, okay? The thing is, we do know that racism is alive and kicking, right? And Black people don't have the same advantages. I mean, let's keep that real. However, we cannot sit here and just harp on that and just use that as an excuse because things are not going the way we, envision them to go. The thing is, you got to realize this. We make choices, okay? And we make choices that sometimes are good, sometimes that are bad. And, and if they are bad choices, they can put us in certain situations. Duchess, I'm not going to say she made bad choices, okay? But I'm just going to say this. The choices she made got her where she's at. I'll put it like that, okay? Listen, I know it's difficult being a single parent, but listen, she only got one child, okay? You got women out here got 2 or 3 kids, okay? And they get up out of the projects. It's all in you. You have to have the drive. Duchess got to have the drive and motivation and dedication to get herself out of that position. You can't sit here and keep on blaming the white people because the white people did not put you in those projects. You put yourself in those projects because of the choices that you made in life. Point blank. All right. I hate to really talk about this subject, but since it's here, I might as well. Okay. So, you made choices. You got a child. Okay. Where's the baby's daddy at? No one asked that question. No one asked that question. Where is the baby daddy? And if he's not incarcerated or unalive, why isn't he in this girl's life and paying child support? Because it's simple like this. How many times do Black women, and I don't care about no other women right now because I'm just talking about Black women. How many times do Black women have to see other Black women struggle with kids for them to realize that they do not need to be in the same position? Because it's hard out here when you're a single parent. All right. So when you get with these dudes, you have to think, is this dude, can I have a long-term relationship with this man? Okay. What if I get pregnant? Is he a dude that will actually be here and be supportive and help me with the child? And you got to look at all these things before you actually even lay down with this dude. Okay. And you also need to use protection, because if you do all of that, you don't have to worry about, get into situations where you be a single parent. Okay. Now just say if she could have been married and her husband could have passed on, because they didn't really tell us. So if that happened, still, you have to prepare for certain things. Okay. Because, once you become a single parent, whether, your husband passed on or he's incarcerated or he just left, you need to have a backup plan, something that you can fall back on. All right. See, her being in these projects is not the end of the road. It's not the end of the road. She can actually get out of there. Like Shakia said, there are assistance programs that can get you into better housing. All right. Yeah, you may be on a waiting list and all of these things, but that should have been done a long time ago. Okay. Also, since Destiny is older, this lady could have worked 2 jobs to help get out of this situation. You got to do what you got to do, y'all. Listen, just like that boyfriend is worthless. Okay. I don't understand why she has him. If a dude cannot be an asset to you, just like if a woman can't be, what is the point of having them? What is the point of having this dude? Destiny does not like her boyfriend. Why? Because Destiny have seen that boyfriend basically and her mom fight. All right. So that's why, another reason why Destiny does not respect her mom, because she's probably thinking to herself, why is my mom, why did my mom keep letting this dude come back if he's beating her, if he's fighting her, if he's causing all this stress? He don't buy no food. We don't have no food in the refrigerator. He can't get us out these projects. He fights my mom. This is why Destiny stays gone. This is why she's disrespectful to her parent. And I don't understand why none of these people don't realize this and haven't brought that up in a nice, calm, cool, collective way in a different environment. This is why I told y'all that if they came out there, they should have did this. They should have taken Duchess out to eat at a nice restaurant in a nice environment, talk, not scold her. Okay, I mean Duchess, not scold her, but talk to her to see what's going on. Okay, and what they can actually do to help her. The same way, this is how they should have talked to the daughter. The same way, not come near screaming at that girl, acting like you want to beat her up and things like that. Doing boot camp. What the hell is boot camp gonna do? Huh? What is having her exercise, running around the damn projects and shit? What is that gonna do? It's not gonna do anything. What would help them if they would have talked to them just like Bethany is doing right now, even if Duchess does go off. At least she didn't go off. Okay? And then another thing too, I think her and Laurie should do. I think her and Laurie should devise a plan to help Duchess get out that situation. I don't know if Duchess wants to go to Atlanta. That's why they need to talk to her on the real, right? And see what she wants to do. If she wants to relocate to Atlanta, I feel like Bethany and Larry should help her. I really do, because y'all know that Bethany got money. Okay, so Bethany can basically help that lady. Why she hasn't offered her that type of assistance, I don't know. And just say she does not want to move to ATL. So, okay, we'll move her up out of the hood, out of those projects, away from that environment. Okay? And get her and her daughter counseling. And also, the mom needs to be told this. You can date whoever you want to, but you don't need to bring this person around your daughter, not even in the house. She needs to stop dating the dude. But I know that's a process that she has to go through, okay? Because she probably in love with that dude and things like that. But don't bring him around your daughter because your daughter don't like him. She doesn't like that dude. That's very stressful by itself. So I do like the way that Bethany talked to her. I just wish she would have, maybe not yet, maybe a little later after she talked to Larry, she can ask him, what does he think about them offering Duchess some financial help? Because that's what she needs. That's what she needs, okay? Like she just told her, she just can't get up and move because you got to pay for it, okay? You have to plan things over again. You got to get a new job. It's a lot of stuff that you have to do. Just like if you relocate to another state, you really got to plan then. How is she going to do this? Are they offering any money? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I know people who have nice places too. I mean, you can look them all up on YouTube. Shit, this is not back in slavery time and things like that. Now, or back in the 60s or 70s or even the 80s, they be offering some nice places, like especially like on Section 8 and stuff or whatever, rental assistant. All the places they offer are not in the hood. I mean, that's a damn, what do you call that? When people just think that's all they offer is raggedy ass apartments or projects. Nah, I be seeing people got nice little homes, hun, okay, on Section 8. Let me tell you something about out here. Out here where I live at in the suburbs, they got some houses out here, townhomes, that also accept Section 8. So even in the suburbs, you can possibly find places like that too. You just have to go and search. See, Duchess, somebody need to show her. She needs to be showed that there are things that you can do, okay, to help your situation. You can't always sit there, like I just said, and blame the white people, okay, because the white people did not, contrary to what she said, the white people did not put her in there. She put herself there in those projects. And another thing too, just because you live in the projects, it doesn't mean that your kids are going to be joining G's or, doing other weird shit. It's all about the parenting too, all right? You can live in the most ratchet place, but you can still raise productive kids if you work together as a family, keep riffraff out of your life, keep your place looking nice, have food in the refrigerator, get adequate security, you know what I'm saying, locks and shit on your doors, and just train your kids the way they should be trained. Okay, point blank. Destiny be out all at night. It should be dark. Had Brooke out there at night. I talked about that when I first saw that. I said that's unacceptable because, you know, just because you know people in the area, it doesn't mean that someone that doesn't live in the area can't come and snatch your daughter up. So that should have been stopped a long time ago. Then she told them when they was arguing before that she can control Destiny and Destiny don't do anything she say. That's because she let that girl get like that. Okay, she did. That's her fault. Okay, like I said, that dude that's there need to be gone, and she need to focus on, you know, being a good parent. And if she does not know how to do that, that's where the counseling come in at. Period. And nobody haven't even mentioned that. You sure can, because I have seen many videos of people living in the projects. The place is nice on the inside. Plus, I know people who lived in the projects, and I went over their houses. It's just all about how you do, okay? And what you want out of life. If you have a goal, and you set up in your mind that you don't want to live in projects forever, you want to, you know, strive in life and do certain things, you're going to move toward that goal. You're not going to just settle for living in the projects. And if you want to go, if you have a goal, I mean, that you want to raise productive kids that are not trying to join G's and do all this other weird stuff on DRUGS, going in and out of jail and things like that. If you do what you need to do, they won't be taking that route. Okay, point blank. And then, you know, I didn't even think about that. You're right, Shakira. She can go to school. She can work and go to school because she does not have any little bitty kids. She can work and she can go to school. You're right. And take up a trade while she was living in those projects. See, the thing is, stop focusing so much on some man, okay? And focus on, like you just said, going to school, picking up a trade so you can use that trade to make more money and get yourself up out of that situation. Also, go check out other resources, okay? I don't know how it is up there in Chicago, but, you know, check out the resources to see if you can get housing assistance in a different area, you know, better place or whatever the case is. Or, like I said before, since they are there, Bethany is not poor. She and Larry can help Duchess in Destiny. Okay, no, you can't take care of them forever, but you can at least relocate them to a better apartment, okay, in a better neighborhood, and possibly, you know, pay her rent for 3 months so she can get herself situated. But see, everybody ain't shades too, because that's what I would do, you know, if I was in her position financially, you know. Yeah, they sure do, because like even our, let me think, is that here or was that Texas? Let me think, because I be getting Texas and here mixed up sometimes. I think, was that here? Yeah, that is here. Out in Paris, California. Now, all of Paris is not nice, but certain parts of it is. They have some income-based apartments there. I looked at those apartments one time. They're very nice. So, you know, I don't know about Chicago because I don't know much about it. I got relatives who stay in Chicago, but they stay in the suburbs, right? So I don't know, you know, about Chicago, but I'm just assuming that I don't know for sure. But this is Skitland, so we talking Skitland anyway. So I'm pretty sure they have some income-based, you know, apartments there that's possibly better. Let's see. You know what? That is the truth. Shakira, you're really thinking, girl. You are right. She definitely could relocate to Atlanta, and Bethany can get her a job in her building. You're right. I didn't even think about that, because that's right. Good night, Elaine. Thank you so much for being here. I didn't even think about that because, right, Bethany has a lot of connections too. And she can definitely let her work in her building, get her a job there. You know, you're right. And then who else? You're right. She probably should. They probably should relocate her to ATL since Bethany can get her a job. Okay. And then that way they can help with Destiny as well. But they still need to go to counseling because we don't want them to go to ATL, right? And then Destiny still ends up getting in trouble and doing other things because you can find riffraff wherever you go. So yeah, they still need to deal with and find out what the underlying issues are and deal with those. But that's, you know what? That's a good idea. Relocate to Atlanta, okay? And Bethany can give her a job. And they can go ahead and start her off. They can get her an apartment. Actually, she can get an apartment right over there where Sheree lives. Yeah. And pay that rent. It's not like I don't know where Sheree lives at because she's already talking about it. Or she could just move her into her apartment in the suburbs then, or whatever the case is. That would work for her. And so hopefully, they will write that into the skit and do it like that. They probably already did it anyway, because usually you write stuff weeks in advance. So they probably already got that there. You know what I'm saying? But that would be nice if that would be great if they did it like that. Oh, those girls live in that apartment? Okay, well, Bethany can move her to another apartment. Okay? Because ATL has a lot of different areas you can move to that are nice. With apartments. Shit, she can move out to because I don't know where they're supposed to be at here, in ATL. I don't know if they're in clearly they by the hood somewhere. Okay, I don't know what area they're in. Because like when I used to stay in Atlanta, I was out in when I first moved there, I was out in Lithonia. Okay, they claim Lithonia is the hood now, so I don't know. But it's so many areas. I mean, it's just a lot of areas that you can move into that's probably still decent and everything. You said the apartment that Mike tried. Was that in the hood though? But it looked like it was okay though, didn't it? See, we don't need to put her. They don't need to put her in the hood or nothing where she can connect with other, kids that be getting into trouble. They need to put her somewhere where she can't connect with kids that can, get her in trouble until they figure, especially since they don't know what's going on with Destiny. They need to get her in a good environment. So, but I'm pretty sure they can find a place, apartment complex to move to. I'm pretty sure of that. All right. So that's what they need to do. All right. Yeah, they should do it as soon as possible. And they need to just basically, first, Bethany needs to talk to Larry. And then when they agree on it, then they need to go talk to Duchess 101. You know what I'm saying? You don't need Shara stinking ass in this. Just talk to Duchess and see what she has to say about that. Because she said she's been trying to get up out of that apartment so they can help her. Okay, let's see what other skit. I think that's going to be it. Let me see real quick. I think that'll be it. Hold on, let me see. Is there another skit that I was trying to show tonight? I think I showed everything that I wanted you guys to see and react on for tonight. Because I'm not going to do Dalen's them skit and stuff. I'll do that tomorrow. And that skit's kind of boring to me somewhat. I don't know why. It just be, boring. So I think that's it, you guys, because I think I pretty much covered what I wanted to cover tonight. So hopefully overnight they drop some interesting skits, and hopefully they drop one where they will realize they can go ahead and relocate her to ATL, and Bethany can give her a job, and they can get counseling for Destiny along with their mom. That would be great if they did it like that. Oh, really? Y'all see it, Shara? That be starting. So I told. Did you see that earlier? Because the thing is when Bethany came into that house, she didn't do anything. She was looking around. Hell, I would have been looking around too. Why is Shara watching her and then felt like she needed to address that? She didn't need to address the daggone thing. And if I was Bethany, I wouldn't have went outside. Okay, for what? They do not get along. So what's the point of going outside to talk? Talk about what? Shara needs to mind her own business. Why is she watching every expression that this woman makes? Larry had already told Bethany she better not say nothing or anything, because they had already warned Bethany all about this, and she still came. So therefore, she was warned. So they didn't want to hear anything from her, nothing, and she didn't say anything. That was Shara tripping out and all that shit, because she was talking about the expressions that Bethany was making, acting like she does not want to be here, or she's going to see some roaches or something like that. That's everything that Shara assumed. Nobody said anything. All right. And people can show whatever expressions they want to show. That's why I don't like Shara, because she be doing too much. All right. I believe, just like y'all say, Bethany is jealous of her. I believe she is also jealous. I really do. Because what is the point of all this? Okay, you're supposed to be out. You're supposed to have flew out to Chicago to help your sister get everything under control. Instead, they're bickering. She's about to fight Destiny. This is not the way you do stuff. Okay? But she really don't know either, because she really doesn't know, because she just came back in her child's life after being gone all these years. But no one is asking questions about that. That's crazy as hell that no one asks questions about where Shara been. Okay? And if she was incarcerated all those years, whose choice was that? She chose to do whatever she was doing to get herself locked up. Right, and the only reason why Bethany has that life is because Shara chose whatever pathway she chose. And the ending result is what you see. You can't get mad because your husband moved on and happened to pick up a white woman. You can't get mad about that. You should have did your damn job. You should have never been scheming and scamming and got incarcerated. You should have did your job. And then when she got out of jail, where was she at? Because Brooke is 17 years old. So when she got out of jail, where was Shara all these years? But everybody want to go crazy about this woman right here, Bethany. But Bethany is the one who was taking care of Brooke. That's why Brooke be acting like her. So Shara's cheated on Larry and was dating a scammer. So basically, Larry probably never fully got over her. Okay? That's why he's acting the way he's acting. Trying to jump to all her needs, paying for stuff and doing the most and take it up for her. Yeah. Dating a scammer. I hope it wasn't an African scammer that they always be talking about. Let me stop. All right, let's go look at Carter's skit where Noelle ran back to Carter. Let me see if I can find it real quick so I can get the name. And then that's going to be it, you guys, because I'm getting tired and it's 11:44 out here. So where is that at, you guys? What is the name of that? I see the one where it says when Dalen stands on business. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Right here. Okay, let's see. So we already know that Dalen bailed Noelle out of jail because Noelle's dad asked Dalen to do that, and he went on and did it. So she thought that Dalen and her was going to get back together, but he was like, nah, I just did I did this because your father, asked me to. All right. So I don't know what happened in between there because I didn't watch the skit yet. But in this one right here, Dalen is standing on business, and so Noelle. So I guess he's still put her out, and I guess she ran over there to Cara, I guess. So let's see what this skit is all about. Okay, let's see. I gotta type this in here. Y'all know that already. And y'all know these titles be long. And Noelle ends up at Carter's house. I don't blame Kevin for getting the crap up out of there. Shit, anybody got time for all this drama? Okay, let's see. Let's show this. I hope it's clear.
See you later.
What's up with you?
What's up with you? Thanks for having my dad over and
You're welcome.
So, is it okay if I stay here tonight?
Is it okay if you stay here tonight?
Yeah.
No, it's not okay if you stay here tonight. No, I did my part. I bailed you out. I did what I did for your father. You're welcome. But my job here is done, man.
So I can't stay for the night? I just got out of jail.
Maybe you should have stayed there if you was concerned about where you was gonna sleep at tonight.
Dalen, that's really insensitive.
Why should I be sensitive to you, Noelle? After everything you put me through? And you thought you was just gonna be able to come back over here and just, hey, Dalen, we good? Can I stay? No, please, no. Now I will help you find a hotel, an Airbnb, maybe go back to Keisha's.
She's out of town.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. You grown, you'll figure it out.
So you're not gonna let me stay the night?
So you gonna ask me 3 more times? Noelle, what I will do is walk you to the door.
This is not love. You don't love me.
This is ridiculous. You're right, it's not love, Noelle. I don't care. 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 Thank you.
Now, how is it that all these people are driving these expensive cars, but they don't have homes and shit like this?
Hi. Yes, I'm looking to book a hotel room for the night. How much is it? Okay. Can I book it now over the phone? Okay, let me just grab my card. Oh, shoot. Purse.
That's why she don't know where her purse is.
I'm sorry, let me call you back.
The same bracelet.
Okay. Give me my purse. I know you got my purse.
No, I have it, Noelle. Just come on,
Give me my purse.
I'm not coming in. No.
No, you literally ruined my life.
I
Thanks to
ruined
you.
your life.
Yeah,
No, we have to.
I need my purse so I can go put myself in a hotel. Because now I'm homeless.
Homeless.
Yeah.
Look, just come
Because
in.
of you.
Because of me.
Damn
That was an
right.
accident. It was an accident. I didn't even know that was all going to happen. Okay, let's just talk about it.
You didn't know that was gonna
No,
happen.
I didn't know. Like, I mean,
Right,
it's a lot
Cardi,
that's been
wouldn't
going.
let me.
There's a lot's been going on.
that's right. Carter picked that purse up, didn't she?
You know what just happened before that.
You not letting me in the
come
studio
on,
is
just
the
come
reason
on.
why I
Just
got
come-
arrested,
just come-
Carter. You do realize
And
that, right?
it was not on purpose. That was an accident. That was not supposed to happen. Just come in so we can talk. Oh no, I got your purse. I'll give it to you as soon as we talk. Let's go.
Don't call me babe. Bye, Dad.
I guess we'll see all of that tomorrow, okay, you guys. So how is she homeless when she's still got a place there with Keisha? Keisha told her she can come back before. Somebody said, where is Brittany? Brittany is not, let's see. She's out of town, so I don't know if Brittany's going to actually be back or not, but I'm guessing she probably will be. She's probably, doing her real job or whatever the case is. Who knows? But the thing is this right here. She still has a place with Keisha. So Keisha is out of town too. Damn, all these people are out of town. But if she still have a place with Keisha, she should still have the key, right? Yeah, she definitely thought she was in the clear because Daylon bailed her out. She thought Daylon was going to get back together with her crazy self. So Shara cheated while Larry was on active duty. That's crazy. So Larry is how old? This don't even make no sense. How old is Larry? I guess you could still be in the military all the way up until what? 50 or so? I don't know. Oh man. I'm thinking though, she will still have a key to the apartment. And where's Keisha at? Keisha went to Florida with Calvin, or she just went somewhere else? She gave Keisha her key back. Okay. These people be tripping me out, giving their keys back, depending solely on these dudes, all that. Crazy. But anyway, y'all, we will be checking this out tomorrow. Hopefully overnight they'll finish dropping some relevant skits, some that relate to what they just showed. So tomorrow morning, y'all know on Sundays I do my lives really early because I have to get out of here early. I'll be back to do another reaction. And hopefully, like I said, they drop Amber Anthony one after that, situation he just did with Rooster Lady. And then hopefully they can follow up on Greg's skit, Mr. Mitchell skit, and on this right here with Noelle and Carter, with her being over there. And of course with Iman, DELICIA, SHAYLA, all that foolishness and whatever else and stuff. All right. So thank you to Shakia, Elaney, Alice, Nancy, Bronze, Jermaine, Darain, Queen W, I think I said Nancy already. Audrey, who was here way earlier. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. And thanks to everybody in the bushes and everybody who watches this in the replay. We was on here for an hour and 21 minutes. We did good. All right. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. Before we leave, I forgot to do, let me go ahead and, hey, Carol, how you doing? Okay, let me go ahead and do this. Hold on, let me get my other phone. This poll, let me read the poll thing for y'all. The phone is charged. Let me read this poll before we leave. Thanks to everybody in the bushes too, like I was saying, and everybody who watches this in the replay. Let me go ahead and give y'all this status on these. Not the status, but the numbers on it. So I asked, let's see. I asked 2 questions. I asked people, hold on. "52 people voted on this one." I said, "What do you think Destiny needs?" Number 1, more attention from her mother. I think I gave these out before too, but that was another show, and more people have voted. 4% says that she needs more attention from her mom. 6% people said that she needs more discipline. Okay. 2% said she needs more self-love, talking to her mom more in depth so they can understand her. And then 88% said she needs all of these things. She needs more attention from her mother. She needs more discipline. She needs more self-love, learn how to, love herself. And she needs to talk to her mom more in depth so her mom can understand what's going on. Okay. Then I asked everybody, do you think Duchess should go to family counseling with her daughter? 100% says yes. Okay. And there were 27 votes for that. Okay. And still with the Larry question, I asked everybody, do you think Laurie and Bethany will divorce? 76% says yes. 24% says no. And that's it. I don't think they'll get a divorce. I don't know for sure though. Anything is possible here on Skitland. So I'm going to do another couple of polls tonight, and then I'll give you guys those results tomorrow. All right? But it is what it is. So people think that Destiny needs everything that I just said and then some. And they think Duchess and her daughter needs to go to family counseling. And they think that Bethany and Laurie will divorce. All right? But we will see. Okay? And everybody thinks DELICIA will be eventually hooking up with, y'all know, Iman. They think she's full of shit. Okay? Let's see what you said, Carol, over here. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you so much. I'm doing good. I'm glad you are good too. Okay? So anyway, y'all, like I was saying, please thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notifications, share, and leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for the channel, you can feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation at $Shades too, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Okay. And y'all, check out my other videos, my YouTube shorts, where I'm trying to do the latest little challenges and things like that, or either lip singing or whatever. That's what I do on weekends. Monday through Friday, though, I do the little mini shopping hauls and walkthroughs on my YouTube shorts. Also, tomorrow I will put up a new Dollar Tree /Five Below haul tomorrow morning sometime or tomorrow afternoon. And then, of course, I'll be putting up pre-recorded reaction videos. So make sure y'all check all of those out. Check out my live that I did last night, Fuckery Friday. We talked about Donald Trump and those damn emails, the Epstein emails and stuff. We talked about David, that dude D4BD, the one that they found the girls, underage girl's body in the car. We talked about that. And can y'all believe that they think that little girl was frozen? So on Monday, her body was frozen. Because when they got her, they said allegedly she was half frozen. So they can't determine how she got unalive. But we'll talk about that Monday on my Night Owl Live. And I'm changing the times too, starting Monday. I'm gonna let that come on a little earlier because I'm getting tired doing these lives late at night. And this live right here, I'm probably gonna try to be in at 8 o'clock so I can start this one at 8:30. Okay, and then eventually I'm going to be making a few more changes. So we will see. And I'm going to always try to drop a pre-recorded, at least 2 pre-recorded videos per day. All right. So make sure y'all check out all that content. It's a lot, for, if you like shopping hauls, if you like the little talk show, Kountry Wayne reaction, or you just want to watch the YouTube shorts, I got it all here at Shay's too. All right. All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed night. What you mean she knows better? DELICIA is going to get with Iman. Watch. I know these women. That's why she let him hold her hand that long. All right? And that's why she was walking slowly so he could be watching her. Yep. Okay, but anyway, y'all, good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Happy and blessed Sunday. And y'all have a good day. And also have a good sleep tonight. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace out, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Let me go ahead and do this. Stop sharing. All right, let's get out of here, y'all. Peace.
Yeah. Right. She know the shade too. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay stuff wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Kountry Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline. Talking over clips like it's game time, characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day
ride. She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, but Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Kountry Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, side out to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's 2 reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
All right, guys. Again, have a blessed night. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget, tomorrow, Sunday, I usually come on between 9:30 and 10 a.m., and we definitely won't be here that long. So I'm going to try to get here between 9:45, okay, so we can at least have 40 minutes, all right? So until then, good night, sweet dreams, and Shay's Tube is out. Peace.